What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another P Valley talk. Now, today we're going to be going over episode 10, which was the finale, and we're going to be focusing on Mercedes, WoodBine, and Corbin. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and start out with your boy Corbin, because he definitely came out with the win on this one. Now, he was able to bring the water to him as Uncle Clifford gave him the idea, and now Promised Land is going to be able to build that casino because they only needed to be able to build it by water, and now that water is a canal, doesn't matter what type of water it was, just needed to be built on water, you know, one of those little loopholes. So your boy Corbin definitely wins this, and he gets to keep the paint open so he can go and get those ass whippings whenever he wants to, y'all. Now, moving on to your girl WoodBine, she is going to win the mayor, and I think this mayor position actually looks pretty good on Patrice. Now, I definitely think she's going to be causing some ruckus, and I think she's going to be acting a fool, but in this particular finale, she actually does a really good deed. Not only does she win the mayor, but she gets a call from Shell, and Shell is like, hey, I need to go to rehab. I need you to take care of Terica. And now that, you know, Patrice WoodBine is going to be the mayor bishop, she wasn't going to be able to take care of Terica. So she brings Terica back to Mercedes. Now, this is her way of apologizing. This is her way of trying to make things right. Now, of course, she is not going to say I'm sorry. She's not going to do any of that. She's just going to do this act of kindness, and you just know that that was her way of apologizing. Okay, y'all, so your girl Mercedes finally got to do her last dance. It's about doggone time that she gets to do this last dance. But the way that she went out was on her terms, and I loved how they did Mercedes' last dance. I mean, that death drop that she did was amazing. Now, I know that there was probably a double doing the death drop, but a lot of the stuff Mercedes was actually doing, and I believe I read somewhere that that last move where she jumps off of the pole over murder, that was the signature move of the person, of the double who's actually doing it. And anyway, it was amazing, and the way that they shot this just looked so great. I think both of them did a really good job. But anyway, y'all, Mercedes does her last dance, and she blesses Little Murder, or Big Murders, whatever you want to call him, his new single, 7 Pounds of Pressure. And I think mainly because she relates to it. It's a song that she literally can relate to, and you know, and it was a dope song. So Mercedes gets her happy ending. You know what I'm saying? It feels like Mercedes has been through a lot, you know, this season, last season, from her mom stealing her money, which in turn stole her dream. And then she ended up having to do this sponsorship that she didn't want to do, but she ended up doing it anyway because she was, you know, at this situation, at this point where she needed this money. But that was kind of a blessing in disguise, because had she have not done that sponsorship, she wouldn't have ever met Farrah. And I think her and Farrah were meant to meet each other, and that this was just something that she had to go through, and it in turn helped both of them. And so Farrah ends up making it right with Mercedes in the end. Now, she didn't give her 40 stacks from Coach, but she gave her something better. She gave her money that she earned for Farrah using her likeness. And I thought that was really fair of Farrah. And I really think that Farrah is, you know, top notch. Now, I don't think we're ever going to see this character again, because I kind of think that there's really no need to see her again, because her and Mercedes are not going to be having a relationship or anything like that. I just think that, you know, as they say, that people come in your life for a season. I think that Farrah was a season for Mercedes, and she was there for a reason. So overall, I really enjoyed Mercedes' entire way that they took her away from the pink, not necessarily like from the pink, but like where she's no longer a dancer, and how she finally embraced who she was. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you are the Mercedes experience. You are bad on this pole. Why not start a business where you are giving out pole dances? People love this. So I think that it was a great idea. Instead of doing the dance school for the young girls, she instead is now going to be giving out pole dancing classes and really leaning in on that Mercedes experience. So that's what's up with Woodbine, Corbin, and Mercedes, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought about these characters and how the season ended for them. Now, for me, I think that moving forward in season 3, I think that for Corbin, although it looks like he was winning right now, I think that there's something down the line that's going to be coming. I don't think that he's just going to have this happily ever after, get all this doggone money. Corbin has some issues, y'all, and his issues lie deeper than money. It has a lot to do with who he is. So I really think that we are going to see that come back to haunt him at some point. And then I also think that for Mercedes, I don't really know if they're going to really give her a real struggle this particular season, unless it has something to do with that Montavious thing, or if it has something to do with Maine, because I think with the main thing, I think that's over. I think that that was a possibility of them being together, and then that was kind of taken away because he can't see past that whole colors thing. And to be honest, like, I don't really think that Mercedes even needs that in her life. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not ready to give up that gang life. So it just is what it is. But I think she's just going to be focused on trying to be the best mom that she can be. But who knows? I just can't see where they're going to take this particular character. I know she ain't going nowhere. At least I would think not, but I just don't know what would be next for her per se. And then as far as Woodbine is concerned, I think that season 3 is going to hold her raising some ruckus. Like, I think that this mayor position is going to give her a lot of power. And although it gives her a lot of power, I think at the end of the day, she is going to use this power for other things. I think she's probably definitely going to be, swindling money or whatever you call it. I think that she is going to be trying to make sure that the paint closes. Like, honestly, she was never a fan of the paint, and it feels like the theme of this show is how can we take the paint away from Uncle Clifford. I mean, what better way than to have Woodbine become mayor and decide that stripping is illegal or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, that may or may not happen, but I just feel like Woodbine is going to do something. I'm sorry, Mayor Bishop is going to do something to cause some ruckus in this new position that she's in. And now with the character Autumn Night, who was Uncle Cliff's antagonist or whatever, gone, I think that, somebody has to kind of step in and fulfill that role. And I think that she might just be one of the people that kind of steps in and is now the opposition that's going to be in his way of keeping his beloved Pank. So anyway, let me know what y'all think about season 3 for these characters. Until next time, guys, peace.
I'ma just lay back and cry.